Not yet, not yet, not yet.
19, 20.
All right, so this is it. I'm already sharing my screen and also like to welcome you all to our virtual class. And here we go. Oh no, 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 no. So this is it. Right, so let's start. So on pages 39 to 44, let's talk about changes of materials, how the changes of materials really affect us. Okay, so actually, as you can see there in your screen, the title is that how do changes in materials affect us? Okay, is there any effects or is there any changes that really affect us kids? Let's see. All right, let me pin myself. Right, so here we go. How do changes in materials affect us? Number one here. Okay, heat allows food to cook. This makes food safe. Yes, this is make food safe. And according here, when uncooked, yes, when uncooked meat such as chicken is cooked, the color of its flesh changes from pink to white. This allows us to tell if the chicken is fully cooked. Look at the picture. The chicken's color is color pink, and it changes to pink, white if it is already cooked. So that's the changes of an object or material. Changes of material. So at this moment, if the chicken's color is already white, that means it is safe to eat because it's already cooked. Another thing, cooling allows us to make cold treats. We have from fruit juices, or fruit juice freezes and becomes popsicles if we are going to put them in the freezer. Okay, if we're going to put them in the freezer, of course it really changes. Another thing, metal when they are heated to high temperatures, that means very hot this time, what will happen to the metal? The metal will be melted into liquid, and that melted liquid is poured into a mold, and then right after that one, kids, after the metal hardness and the mold is removed, the metal is then processed to form the final product. So this is the process. First, they melt the metal, and then the metal, if it is already melted, it will be poured. Poured means you put it there, right? After the metal hardness, okay, it becomes like this. So when cooled metal is in liquid form turn into solid. So for more information about it, it's another thing here. The liquid in the thermometer moves when the temperature around it changes. This allows us to measure the temperature. So how does the thermometer work? Look like this. When thermometer is cooled, that means very cooled, the liquid inside it contracts and moves down the glass tube. So as you can see in the picture, this picture shows that the red color of the thermometer is what moves down. But when a thermometer is heated, the liquid expands and moves up the glass. So this is the effects of heat into our in our lives. So that's why this time we are using a thermometer to check our head or to check the entire body, our entire body, if we are not sick, we are not carrier of coronavirus. The reason why we have thermometer, okay? We have thermometer, or the any establishment like the malls, like schools, or anything that we are going to go, wherever we go, we encounter the thermometer to check our head if it is not, if we're not sick. All right, so another thing, keep plastic objects away from high heat to prevent them melting. So when plastic melts, toxic substances are released into the air. So this is very dangerous. So we have to keep away from those plastics into a hot objects. So breathing in these substances can make us ill. Ill means sick. Okay, if you're going to breathe like that, the plastic, like the burning plastic, is very dangerous, kids. And also we have here, extreme temperature changes can cause cracks to form in concrete pavement. So that's the effects of hotness into our lives. So I will show this one. What is force first? We will be talking about this one. Force is allows us to move things. It's either push or a pull, something like that. So push makes things away from us, while a pull makes things move toward us. So that's the difference between these two. Okay, this one, twist, is made of push and pull. Example of twists, this one, as you can see, twisting is an example of push and a pull, because the other hand is pulling and the other hand also is pushing. So let's do more, and I want you to that topic. All right, so we will be talking about this one, the push and pull, especially in page 50 in your book. So you can see there, page 50. Are you there? Page 50 in your book. We will be talking about this one. All right, page 50 says that pulling and pushing, or pushing is that this, pushing like that, and pulling is what? Moving towards you. Towards means getting closer to you. And what is pushing? Pushing is moving away from you. That's the definition of pulling. So another one here, I'd like to show you. So that is an example of push or pushing. Okay, pushing. A push makes things away from you, because you are pushing away from you. Another one is an example also of pushing. You are pushing this person. Another thing, we have pushing. We have pushing, and pushing. So the pull. What do you mean by pulling? Pulling is a pull makes things move toward us. Okay, move towards us, kids. If you can see that the things is moving towards you, that means you are pulling that object. Okay, you are pulling that certain object. Okay, next we have example of pulling. We have this one, pulling a donkey, pulling a box or a stone, or this one, pulling to each other, and pulling a cart or curtain, and pulling the man. So an example of pulling. Okay, now let's do this a little bit quiz. I want you to pay attention. I want you to answer by raising your hands in the reaction button if you want to answer the question, if you are going to answer this quiz. All right, so what you're going to do, you are going to answer either pulling or pushing, okay? Just click pushing if the scenario is pushing, and then click pulling if the scenario is moving towards you. I mean, yeah, like that. And if moving away from you, just say pulling. Ready? Number one, who can answer? Raise your hand. Is it pushing or pulling? Or is it a push or a pull? Who can answer? Raise your hands in the reaction button. All right, so Tonam, yes. It is a pushing or a pulling?
Pushing.
Pushing, very good. Very good, your answer is correct. That is pushing. Number two, who can answer? Raise your right hand, please. Is it a pulling or pushing? Who can answer? Okay, who can answer, please? Is it a pushing or a pulling? Yes, you girl. Pushing or pulling?
Pushing.
Pushing. Push is means pulling away from you, or pulling toward, or shall I say moving towards you. Okay, this picture. Okay, do you know the answer? Pushing or pulling? You say pushing. Let's see. And your answer is wrong because this one is pulling. 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 Like that. Pulling. Pushing is like that. Pushing. Pulling is like that. Ah, I will say it in Thai if I know. Let me see. Pushing means pop. I don't know. Fact and ding. I don't know if I'm correct. So the Nam, yes. I no, the other one, the other one. Yes, this one. This is pulling. Yes, number three. What do you think on the picture? Is the lady pulling or pushing? Pushing is like that, huh? Pushing, push like that. Push, and then pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing. Okay, this girl. No, boy or girl. Let me see. Yes, who can answer this one? It's either a pulling or a pushing. Yes.
Pushing.
Pushing. Thank you. Your answer is correct. Next. Yes. Yes, girl. Girl, this girl is pushing or pulling.
Pulling.
Pulling. Very good. Pulling them. The boy is pulling a carrot on. Next, number five. Is it a pulling or a pushing? Yes.
Pushing.
Very good. Your answer is correct. It's a pushing. Next, number six. Raise your hand, please. Is it a pushing or a pulling? Who wants to answer? Jirakiat?
Okay.
Pushing or pulling?
Pulling.
Again, please.
Pulling.
Pulling. And your answer is correct. It's pulling. How about this man? How about them? All right. No, this one. Yeah. Number 20. Yes. Answer. Is it pulling or pushing? I cannot hear you. Yes, yes, I will recognize this one. I cannot hear you. Okay, again. Pulling or pushing? No, I cannot hear. Yes, this one. 3/6, number 45. Pushing or pulling? Okay, no. Yes. Pulling or pushing? Yes.
Pulling.
Pulling. Very good. Your answer is correct. Pulling. Next. Number 8. Is it a pulling or a pushing? Who can answer this one? I will find here. Maybe some of you raising your hand, but I can't see. Yes. This is boy. Yes, boy. Pulling or pushing? Pulling or pushing? Oh no. Is it a pulling or pushing? Okay, no one. Where are you? I want to see you. Yeah. Is it a pulling or a pushing? Oh, I can't hear him now. So I will ask. I will find some. So because the NAM is finished. August is finished. Yes, we have here. Pushing or huh?
Pulling.
Pulling. Pushing
Yes.
or pulling?
Pushing.
Pushing. Yes, the answer is pushing. Your answer is correct. Pushing. Pushing means moving away from you. Okay? Pushing means moving away from you. Next, we have number 9. Is it pushing or pulling? Who will answer? Okay, who will answer? Is it pushing or pulling? Well, find some of your friends. Here. I'll find some of your friends. Oh, all right. So here, no one. Yeah, here, iPhone. Pulling or pushing?
Pushing.
Pushing, and your answer is correct. Pushing is the correct answer. Next, number 10. Pulling or pushing? This is the last. Pulling or pushing? Yes, girl.
Pulling.
Pulling, and your answer is correct. So that's our topic for today, and all about pulling and pushing. And this pulling and pushing is all about force or forces. It's either moving away from you, which is pulling, or moving towards you, which is pulling. Pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling. Remember that one, because of course I will include this one in your test. All right, so that's all for today, and I hope you learned something. A flying peace to all of you.